Bill, I'm a cubicle-dwelling, suffocated engineer in Texas. I was rushed through the college machine with all the rest of the cattle, destined to find a job, don some pleated khakis, and live the rest of our lives in a steadily paid servitude of the man. But a few years ago, out of college, and I hate it. I think you're saying I'm a few years out of college and I hate it. I wish I'd followed my desire to be some sort of a writer, and after listening to your podcast, among others, and hearing from friends that I should have, I wish I'd given stand-up a shot. Well, now I'm 30 years old, staring down the barrel of 35 more years as a cozy, smug engineer, making six figures but hating 5 out of every 7 days of my life. I don't have any wife or kids, but I feel like I'm too old to jump back into being a starving artist. What do I do? Dude, this is on you. All right? I would never tell somebody who's got a 6-figure paying job to jump into this fucking awful business. All right? But I would never tell you not to do it. All I got to tell you is you can't half-ass getting into this business. All right? Or you are going to be... You think you're hating your life now? Just picture hating 5 out of every 7 days, except you're making fucking... you're making low 5 figures. And you're old now, and nobody wants to fucking book you. And you don't have any wife and kids. I'm telling you. All right? I'll give you this advice. If you decide to become a fucking comedian, there's no turning back. All right? And you got to go into it. You can't even consider quitting. And it has nothing to do with fucking talent. It has to do with desire. I'm telling you. That's what I would say. So what I would do if I was you, I would keep my 6-figure job and I'd start doing some open mics. That's what I would do. All right? And if you feel in your heart as you're standing on stage that this is what the fuck you want to do with your life, I would do it in a second. Because 6 figures, 7 figures, if you're miserable, it's not going to be worth it. All right? But I don't know if, you're into comedy, the way I'm into playing drums. Drums are a hobby for me. I absolutely fucking love them, but there's no fucking way I was about to climb into a van with 3 other fucking guys, and eat pasta. I'm not going to do it. I don't know. I actually played drums, and I realized I didn't have it. I didn't have it as a musician, and I didn't have that drive. But when I got on stage the first time and I did comedy, I never looked back. And I was just like, I'm doing this shit. So, there you go. So you have to answer those questions. So the best way to do it is to sign up for some open mics. All right? See how it goes and see how you feel. And like I said, if you feel like that's what you want to do, then I would work towards it. But I would not quit that 6-figure paying job. You don't just quit your fucking job. You don't. Build up your time so you can swing out of that job into some fucking paid gigs. That's how I did it. I kept my day job until I moved to New York City, and I'd saved up a bunch of money. I'd paid off all my bills. I didn't have a car payment. I had nothing, and I moved to New York, and I had a nest egg of fucking money. And yeah, I've told these stories before. I ate fucking spaghetti every goddamn night. 3 pieces of bread filled up my stomach. And I just did stand-up every night. And I just wasn't doing stand-up. I was working towards getting better at it. Analyzing what I was doing wrong. And, but I would never tell you to quit your job. And I would also never tell you that you can't start comedy at 30 years of age. Because you can. All right? So there it is. But the ball's in your fucking court. All right. YouTube videos of the week. We had an earthquake here. This past week, best earthquake reaction. This is hilarious. It's like 3 guys on the MLB network or something, like talking about baseball, and all of a sudden the hurricane comes. It's fucking hilarious because people on the East Coast don't know what an earthquake feels like. So they're sort of looking around like, wait a second, is anybody else feeling something moving? In defense of them, it was one of those little shaken ones. Somebody sent some home videos of Peyton Manning as a kid, running around whining or whatever. But I'm too hard on Peyton Manning. It's fucking ridiculous how hard I am on this guy. But everybody whined as a kid. But it's still funny as a Patriots fan to watch. And here's two that I got. It's called Fuck the Police 1. And this is hilarious. This is some guy, I don't know if he's in Brooklyn or what, this black dude who knows his rights, has been harassed by the police, you can tell, his entire life or whatever, but he's screaming at the cops. That's the mistake he makes. They don't arrest him, but the shit he's saying, if he would just say it, if he just said it, I think he would have been fine, but he's screaming it. And it's really funny. It's actually, this guy goes on for like 20 minutes. And I've said before, it's all about not losing your shit. And this guy loses his shit. But I don't think he ever gets arrested. But it's fucking hilarious. And here's a YouTube video of the week. This was actually suggested by Paul Verzi. Will Forte. And this is a sketch with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is fucking hilarious in this sketch. It's basically Will Forte. You know, everybody comes walking in. They're like a basketball team, and they're getting their asses kicked. And Will Forte comes in and basically tells people that they shouldn't quit and that he had a coach, and they played him this song one time when his team was down by 60 points. And by listening to the song, and amped him all the way up. And then he basically puts on some fucking song from the 1930s and starts dancing to it, and it's fucking hilarious. Underrated for the week, Will Forte. The guy is fucking hilarious, and please watch the director's cut of MacGruber. Highly recommend that. And what else do we got here? We got the woman cuts guy's dick off. Oh, the four broads laughing at that. And I got one other one here. What the fuck is it? Hang on. I'm the worst. Where the fuck did it go? All right. Oh, wait, don't say it too loud. Don't curse too loud. We will eject you from the Sheridan. Future gun owner. Oh, creepy game show host. There's another one that we have. Creepy fucking game show host. Used to see this. I can't believe that this guy actually was allowed on air. And I showed it to Bobby Kelly, and he was laughing at just, this guy's fucking... The game show is basically a mother and a daughter. You know something? They already showed this on Tosh.0. I really try not to do that because I figure everybody sees them, but we'll put it up there just in case. But Bobby Kelly actually showed me another one. I don't know where the fuck this took place. It sounds like it's in Scandinavia. And this guy calls this kid up to sing a song, and he basically just starts kissing his back. It's unbelievably disgusting. Nibbling on his ear in the back of his hair as this kid is singing. It's fucking brutal. All right, overrated, underrated for the week, and then I'm going to fucking wrap this pot. Holy shit, hour and 15 minutes. Time flies when you're whispering in a Super 8. Overrated, hand sanitizer. I've been sharing the company restroom with a bunch of coworkers who believe using hand sanitizer is the equivalent or even superior to washing their hands with good old soap and water. It's not. The rubbing alcohol in the hand sanitizer kills the bacteria and destroys virus presence on the hand, and that's about it. It does not physically remove the genital grime deposited on the hands after a guy has finished jiggling his junk to get rid of the last drops of piss. These people also use other commodities such as the company refrigerator, therefore effectively covering every goddamn thing that they touch with their dead penis and vagina cells. All right. That guy is not short of descriptive adjectives. Overrated. Lawns. People dump all kinds of chemicals to make them look pretty. Personally, I prefer clean water over a pretty lawn. Overrated. The other night, I decided to have a nice wank and crash out for the night. So I hop on the generic porn site and started browsing. Next thing I know, 2 hours have passed. I was still awake, hadn't wanked, and barely even had a Fleetwood Mac, soft rock, half chub, etc. I didn't even watch a full video, which I think no one really does. Total fucking waste. Instead, I just used the girls section of a Hurley catalog I had laying around, which worked pretty well. Just so we all know. All right, underrated. Paper grocery bags. Plastic bags are given to you by default at all the grocery stores I've been to. They should give you paper, and if you want plastic, you should have to ask for it. All right. This ends the first Monday morning podcast, Comedy Timeout. And I feel lucky because I did not get ejected from the hotel. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this weird-ass fucking podcast. This podcast was like a Nirvana song. Started off loud, then got quiet.